I'm only I'm only playing GD and also setting up my a hands cam for the stream, so I didn't start the GD open. I actually have nothing open right now, really. Oh, I just started opening up Task Manager. I'm gonna be just I'm not looked through the stuff. The two things that are disabled. Yeah, I'll actually keep startup tasks going. I'm the only logged in user right now. I didn't check the user list. What is this? Aggressor host. Windows aggressor host. What is this? Created on May the 29th. I've not seen this before. Uh, a legitimate lifestyles. I'm not any insider preview, so it's it's a legitimate system process because it's running from here, so it's likely nothing major. The tray is something you'd notice, but it's something I made myself, my own thing. So let's grab a phone. The phone isn't plugged in right now. It's also shut down completely. The phone doesn't have network because I actually got a new phone. I got two new phones more recently, not that long ago. First, due to I had my Pixel 7a die completely in May. I just did not reveal that yet. Then some stupid people, aka my grandma, went through present getting repaired, but it's like, oh, at the exclusion list for the battery, even though the battery was dead. It's the battery works. However, the charging port didn't. The phone could still run off battery until it died, until it ran out of battery. So there should be very little fire risk of a battery with no charging on, with no charge. For now powered on. Then they let me for Note 14, which the only good thing is the camera. And I was stuck with this until Thursday last week. I could do basically nothing with this thing. Geometry Dash, forget about it. Even levels that don't normally lag on other devices lag on this thing, including the main level Dash, also lagging. They already plugged the pony. They have a cable here, and I can. So I still use the data on this thing, but it's then end up wiping it. There is geometry that has geode on it. However, I have gotten another phone which is much more capable. No, on top of it, it's nowhere close and my job right now gives me very small pockets to put my stuff into. And the problem let me Note 14 was, oh, it was just too big to fit in the pocket comfortably. So I did the complete opposite, getting the smallest phone I have ever owned to date. An iPhone SE second generation. Yeah, coming from just the phone is really small, but I also avoided another pitfall of mine. The fact that I have a hard time identifying colors that are black. And it is much harder for my eyes to recognize detail and depth when the colors are black or close to it. While on bright colors, my eyes just don't have to really do much. And I have the phone here. However, because one is a Xiaomi phone, so all I get here is USB 4 and it's file transfer and transfer photos, not the live. But I might just run a software update, but there's a reason I didn't perform a software update on this phone yet. I am going to be booting it in order to get rid of Xiaomi's god awful software. Xiaomi claims to have gotten rid of Root a few years ago. However, they lied, as getting rid of Root isn't actually possible. No one It's actually possible for neither of the two major OS vendors to got their root accounts completely. As your operating system's core, the actual kernel relies on there being a root account. Both vendors can't just disable it. I'm gonna clean up my desk a little bit. My desk is always messy because I don't ever clean it. I am always too lazy to clean up behind myself. And cleaning requires me a lot of space, and also I'm doing. I have a pizza in the oven. And my grandparents do not even know exists. There's a different way to hold up my PC to my desk. I used to have this micro USB dock that was a dock for old phones because they had micro USB ports. I just adapted them to USB-C for my newer phones using a generic dongle. There we go. I'm not even connected on the phone. Like a scan password. Take a photo of woods to scan. By the way, that USB camera thing was a experiment that did with a USB camera that never ended up going anywhere because that camera, as soon as I tried using it, it just disconnects from the computer immediately. And I still haven't gotten this camera to work, which I'm gonna try first. It is a camera of mine that, well, for some reason, not connect to a computer. Look, what? It is going through a USB hub that I'm also probably just giving power to. But I have to verify the fact that power is going in through the cable. The cable is plugged into a wall outlet. The other power supply, the other one. I now put it into the USB hub that I have the USB hub here that I also given power to. What? You can tell that the camera just disconnects the moment I connect the camera to the computer. I removed the stand to make it much easier for me to hold, but the stand isn't even relevant here. Look for a Tony found on the ground, the original packaging. When I just bought the camera, I tried the same thing. The very top we have the box of the phone I've gotten, which is a refurbished phone. When it was in there, the phone looked very tiny to me when I first got it. It's a red phone though. It's red. I chose the product red variant, which they offered, which was one of the few. There's an Aces number warranty notice I just dug up. For what is this notice? I don't know. What? Do you have anything from Aces? Like, I don't know. Remember warranty notice? And now we have a latitude display for the Dell Latitude E6430, something I can't currently use because my grandparents refused to buy me a display cable, as mine was not compatible with the cape of this display, which was compatible with the Latitude E6430. It is high resolution and the cable that I have, the cable have, that is old fucking shit. Not that I don't something old. I have a remote that has its plastic broken off. Not broken off, it's just damaged, badly damaged plastic. I'm just too lazy to start repairing the plastic because the plastic isn't repairable. I would have to replace it. I have my primary tablet with battery life's awful and it doesn't work anymore. It's a Lenovo Android device that doesn't power on anymore. And after that, I removed the battery because the battery was already not doing well. Also, I left the tablet unused for many years, for like a year at a time. An old ball, the pressure in, but one of the reasons I abandoned the Latitude in October 2021, but bad performance as my daily driver, like my primary laptop. and was 9 years old at the time. Oh, let's say that is that is like my SIM card eject tool. Nice. So I'm gonna use it up a few days ago when I got the phone when I got the iPhone to replace the SIM card and put the SIM card into that phone. To activate, you do some stuff. I had to even get the SIM card, my phone number from the Android first. But my room is a mess. You might get to see it today. 10 minutes, and I'm going to have to take a short break to get care of the pizza. That's the pizza with like I'm gonna get one. I'm gonna bake one today, and then after I came in the clutch, because the traditional bread I was supposed to eat was always was bad. I didn't eat it, but I just saw it having turned green, which is a bad sign for that bread. I didn't eat it in the morning as I woke up 6 in the not 6 in the morning, 12 in the noon, of 12 a.m. Uh, why they still show this, even though one, uh, the country I live is gone from the white football thing. I honestly don't give a shit. Why is this here? It's like, uh, well, this is already hopped out. They don't exist anymore. But I am using Font.io because Font.io is way more convenient than the back IO. But all of the USB ports I tried to use were both. They can connect normal devices, but trying to connect this camera, oh no, it will not work. I think the oh, this is the let me do a reconnect again. This time leaving the microphone unplugged. Boom. OBS will not recognize it. Still don't get a video signal. I just bought this a few days ago. It just doesn't work. Like, I don't use this camera to the obvious, aka hand cam. But the camera just will not connect to my computer. I connected, Windows plays the sound of the device connected. Then a double click OBS to make the camera actually function, and it disconnects immediately. Let me do the build in the Windows thing. Without an accessibility, it's in here. Camera. Do you notice something? Look! There's a camera now. Oh, look! It just disconnects immediately. Clicking this does nothing because it might turn on something, but it just fails. Look, there it is. The camera is recognized by Windows. So I'm gonna use it and click on this camera again. And it just disconnects instantly. Like, I don't know what to do here. Uh, it is a cheap camera though, but it's like 15 euros in a grocery store nearby. But it's all I can buy with my money. With the physical money that I have. Like I bought the camera using cash, not online. It's going to a store in real life and buying it. Because that's what I do for most things still. One, I don't yet have a credit card. Will likely never get a credit card. Those are disabilities that I just have not learned. A few years ago, my grandma told me that I have ADHD, something that they never told me in the past. They only told me when I got the diagnosis, and it's one very long time ago. I'm turning 20 right now this year, and at the time I was like 5 years old. The timer is about to run out at any moment, though. Oh, I just thought I have everything disabled because those new icons look strange. I have to now go. And I was gonna have a reminder in 30 minutes. USB port power doesn't really work. Let's just hop into device manager. My device manager and see. Can I really fix that? You can't see this, but here's account control. I actually have it set all the way to the top. Device manager. I should see a camera here because I don't I have to wait. Some of the properties. The event level is straight up also unplayable for me too. I have no clue why Microsoft Windows has something with no icon. Oh wow! Even now it still doesn't work. And the generic USB camera, so let's hop into the Google Power Options menu. If there's a Power Options menu here, oh there it is. I did not see an advanced power. I've seen this menu before. I don't have a battery connection because I'm not on a laptop. So disable the setting. It still disconnects. Even though I have not applied the power mode setting. Oh, it physically disconnects from the computer. I was already in Vice Manager. Why is it always defaulting to the category? I absolutely hate this, to be honest. Sorry, the categories. The generic USB root hub, but I just don't know which one it is. I still don't get why. I have a second laptop, which I'm gonna be trying this. I have a laptop I can try this on. It has an internal camera on its own. However, I'm not trying to use that. Ow! It is running a Minecraft server that I host. So it's running an even more bare bones installation than I have. This is for my backups. It's just my data drive, which is already full. How does it slow my main system down because Windows doesn't stop to the C drive, not that data D drive. That's not a text document to put in startup. The actions are the thing. No. Security is account protection because it when you assign Microsoft account, I just don't want to. Something that Microsoft does not increase the account security in Windows at all. It actually decreases it because it now makes you dependent to Microsoft servers. Actually, one of the one screw is still in the screw hole, the other one is not. I just give up on this camera. The Android phone is also very useless because it doesn't hold an option room, have the camera anywhere on the screen. I guess I will not have a camera then, but playing GD, I'm also not really going to bother.